Hey guys, it's Queendija, and in today's video, I will be reacting to episodes 21 and 22 of the 12 Kingdoms. Let's go ahead and get started with episode 21 in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, that was a little loud in my ear. I'm still calling her Yoko once again. Right. It's still messed up that he did that. I didn't think he would have done it, but it was already really too late for her. And it's like, if she dies, once again, it's a double-edged sword. When one dies, the other is automatically, they have to die too. Hmm. Wow. Now, my thing is, and I've been wondering this for a while, are we going to have a moment where every king or queen is all going to meet up? Because it's just, to me, we're getting to know about them. We're hearing about them. We're talking about them and stuff. But wouldn't it just be better to finally see them and talk to them and hear their voices? That's just me. Mm. Scared the crap out of me. So one day got separated. Of course. Oh, but baby, you are. Let me put my. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Once again, he's just a baby. Of course, and we all know how that ended. Heck yeah. Mm. Until that one fateful day. But no, this episode for him, that was like the best episode. Probably maybe like his second best because he truly like came into his own as not only as a character, but really as a young man. He wasn't a baby anymore. He didn't see himself as a baby anymore. And that made me like immensely proud of him. Oh my god. It just still also makes me want to have a Shiba Inu puppy because like they're so freaking cute. And then when they come older, oh my god, they still freaking cute. I blame Persona 3 still to this day. Because I'm like, oh my god, look at Koromaru. I still think this was a bad freaking idea. Right. And he's gonna regret it. He's already currently regretting it for the rest of his life, or however long he's here, until he goes back to the modern day era of Japan. Because we know that once he's back home, he doesn't remember anything of it, but he's getting them in waves and he's painting pictures and stuff. So it just makes me wonder, going into like 22 to whatever, because we're almost done with this part of the series, when are we going to see that? Because it has to happen soon. Of course. Excuse me. Mm. But he's not. That's the thing. Taiki's back in the modern day era of Japan. Now, would that also be the reason on why he went from N to Japan? Also found Yoko at the same time? Exactly. See, now it's really starting to make freaking sense with this. Right. But see, the thing is, it's up to Taiki if he wants to come home. And it seems like he does, truly, with seeing that same scene from the previous episode over again. But it's like, one, you don't want to force him, because I feel like the first time, especially when he was a kid and he was dealing with the situation of his grandma and his family and everything, of mainly his grandma pushing him out into the cold with no shoes on and stuff, just the clothes that he had on his back, which was just the PJs and everything, and him freezing out there, and his sense of like safety and everything was just taken away from him. And the next thing you know, yes, you have someone who from his past saves him. He's in this other life that he's possibly dreamed about and wanted for the longest time. But then the longer that he's there is the longer that he misses his other family in Japan and stuff, and he wants to go back home. But with the fact is that both him and the king have been in hiding for so many years, yeah, what happened to the king? That's the real fucking question. We know something is gearing up where he's eventually going to go back home, because the next time we saw Taiki back in the modern day era, he was older, about maybe a middle school boy, and it had to be like a year his time, even though it seems like time goes by a little bit faster. And obviously grandma was dead. I do remember that. But this is also why I kind of wish Yoko would just like there's got to be a way for Yoko to go back to modern era Japan and to talk to the girl who is now her friend, who was her enemy, and be like, "Hey, have you gotten anything?" I know she's basically the one now delivering messages to Yoko, and they have their own way of communicating and such, but it would have been even better to have Yoko herself go and just be like, "Okay, um I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be gone. I need somebody to watch this in my place. Make sure nothing bad happens, but still report to me um if something does go wrong, so that she can go back and forth between both eras and stuff, and just something." But no, that would still feel a little too easy slash a little too complicated. So I get it. I get what the fuck you have to do, but goddamn. Um, but no, for a recap episode slash continuation episode, very good. I love the fact that they retold the whole story just to get it fresh in your brain one more time, because it feels like with this arc, we're getting closer to the end of this part, going into a completely different story. So hopefully, I want to say about maybe episode 25, we might be done with this story. Even though I love this one, but I feel like I still like the first story for like Yoko's arc and her, because she's main character esque. Loved it. It was good. 10 out of 10. Like, oh my god, I wanted to have more of that even after. But she's technically still here, but she's more like a secondary character in a way. Hang on. But yeah, go ahead and pause the video, and I will see you guys in 1 second for episode 22. All right, episode 22 in three, two, one, go. Oh, I'm listening to English. That's okay. Seriously? Fine. Oh. Mm. Right. Mm-hmm. You're so used to just, in your actual form rather than walking around a human, but I get it. Nice. Yoko would be so proud of him. Oh. But right? I mean, she's being, honest and resourceful. There we go. That's the word. Michelle Ruff, you was in this too? I mean, but in a way, she's thinking of others, and that's what I love about her. She's not being selfish. She's really, thinking of her kingdom and thinking of her subjects and everyone who lives here. Not just being like, oh, I don't want to do anything all day. Oh. I think so too, honestly. The keyword is now. No. Mm-mm. Mm. I think that probably would have been the same thing for like Rakshu's mom if like she had asked like, "Oh hey, do you want to live in Cole or N just to be closer to him?" But because that is her home, she would say no probably. Nobody knows where to truly begin. Oh, the boy. Yeah, Sugimoto's already gone. Yeah, see, let me say something. For Asano, I thought for the when that shit happened, I thought he was dead, good as dead. Like we would never see him again. But oh, Right. Then it might be worse for you as well, and we want to avoid that. He's right. Okay, and like I get it. She's not. They've never done anything, but it shouldn't be a problem. Mm. Okay, I get that. Yes. Yes, Cody.
Okay. So like when I came in this morning,
Mm-hmm.
I said good morning to that A-word person over there. And they said, hello, Kimmy and Cody. I said, how you know about Cody? Because you have mentioned. I said, I ain't mentioned that little dude.
Mm.
That's how much this nigga be listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and who is Cody? Cody is the dog.
Well, it's smart.
I said, yeah, but Cody doesn't belong to me. Cody belongs to Khadija, my daughter. I'll make a note of that. I'll make a note of that. And he repeated it like 4 or 5 times. I remember that. I'll make a note of that. So now it knows that Cody belongs to you.
Okay.
They say, I found on TikTok that when you leave to go to work, you can say goodbye to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally say goodbye to you.
Mm.
And I said, I told, what did I say? She said something about having a good day. I said, well, Cody, I said, I said the name, and I said, I work overnight shift, and I'm about to go to bed. And it said, working night shift is hard. It said something else. I said, yeah. Well, good night. and said good night.
Okay.
So before you go to bed, say good night to yours and see what it say.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay.
All right, let me go. I'm almost done recording.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Bye.
It's okay. Bye. Sorry. I feel for him. Already? Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you two are always there for each other too. So, and anytime we need to talk, they both vent to each other, and I really like that. But yeah, she's okay. Mm-hmm. She'll always be forever grateful for him, and vice versa. That's so sweet. That's why I really, if she really wanted to, she would have had her mom like, or his mom live at the castle. But I get it. Maybe something would have said for like all the stuff. She's been like, oh, this is indecent. Nah, nah. But like, no, he's family. Let him live here. Let his mother live here. Like, regardless, they're family. They helped me when I needed help, when I had no one. Now, the fact is that Asano is alive, even though, like, dead ass, like I said, once he fell, I was like, that's it. We ain't seeing him again. Like, one survive, two survive, and one dies. That's it. But it gives you a little bit of hope that she will get to see him again. And maybe Asano will make that decision of if he wants to stay here or if he wants to go back home, because like we've only seen, I haven't seen any of the isekai like this where it's like okay. I'll say it like this, because at first 9 out of 10, normally when it happens, everybody kind of wants to go home and such. I think if it was me, depending on like if I got isekai into any anime, I'll tell you, number one, if I got isekai and Attack on Titan, I'm be like, send me the fuck home. I ain't surviving up in this bitch. Like, no. I already know I am not surviving. Um, High School of the Dead, I would survive because I know my ish. I would be Lollipop Chainsaw up in that bitch, or Resident Evil up in that bitch, because I know how to handle me some weapons when I need to. Baseball bat, gun, chainsaw, I'm your girl. But no, this just seemed like a really good ending for both of them, just to know that, okay, this is where they are. This is where we're going to go. And I really just hope that going into our now start of our new arc, Rakshashun is going to be in it a lot more, especially because of the fact is it seems like Yoko is about to be the next focus again, but we're still going to go into this situation with Taiki and, getting him back here and so that he can rule over his kingdom again. But who knows? I mean, we have to wait and see once we get into 20, I'm about to say 24, 23 and 24 when I watch it on Sunday, because that is my goal by this weekend. But other than that, guys, that is reaction review towards episodes 21 and 22 of the 12 Kingdoms. If you guys enjoyed it, please give me a like, really helps me out. Also, subscribe to my channel. I make videos every single day. Join the Mentor Squad. And of course, I will see you guys officially all next Saturday for Patreons and next Thursday for everybody else for episodes 23 and 24. But until then, I will see you guys all next time. Bye.